recall waking up around 9 in the morning or so. Maybe roughly 9:30 in the morning. I microwaved both these 3 Texas Hots and this for a minute separately. It seemed the microwave heated these Texas Hots unevenly, as in one was left feeling significantly hotter than others. At one end. This is where I'm at currently in regards to the work research. These last hours I worked on a styrofoam drawing while Mom was doing karaoke at BTB's. And she wanted me to stay home today so that she could have some alone time to talk with Johnny. This styrofoam drawing consisted of this long piece, this long and narrow piece, whereas in order to continue something, I just donated my knowledge points to this in order to establish some kind of pattern from the face, which consists of a blue background with 3 green Sharpie circles meant to represent eyes and a mouth. I decided to have the background for the first of a narrow stripe be the same as the color of the circles. And then I would pick a random color for the circle to be, and then whatever color I picked for the next stripe down, that would be the color of the background. And then I would just keep picking new random colors, pretty much, for the circles, going in a this sort of pattern. Just continually moving forward in a way. Circles. Those 3 hot dogs were the contents of one entire smaller paper bag within the whole giant paper bag. that contained all 20 Texas hots. Obviously, I'm not producing enough psycho shrooms. Which is leaving me unable to do the Orc Rally Point activity I have to do in order to produce what I need to ultimately further upgrade these mushroom farms. I've been able to get to being most of the way done with this styrofoam I was working on. Particularly by the time Mom got home with Johnny around, I'd say 11:20 p.m. And they're both currently home sleeping up in the master bedroom. As I was working on that styrofoam drawing, I've just been occasionally launching attacks on wolf lairs with my archers that I currently produce entirely within my Tyler WoW village, with the letters alternating between caps on and caps off. I also spent in some work trying to download a newer version of Wrapper Offline, including the beta version. Thinking that doing that would resolve the issue in which the text-to-speech voice for Dan Hamming, aka Eric, no longer functioned properly within Wrapper Offline. But I first tried seeing if I could get a newer build of version 1.2.3, but it didn't seem to me like there was a newer build. And even if there were, It seems to me I couldn't quite get it to work. Same with that 1.3 beta version. In the end, I ended up my latest attempt to try to resolve it, which has been pretty successful, was to download to search onto the Google Play Store through the BlueStacks Android emulator, the app Narrator's Voice, because I searched Go Animate Eric Voice. I think I picked a time frame of within the last month or something, because it was only very recently that it seemed all the text-to-speech voices broke or something. And someone provided video proof that the Narrator's Voice app on Android has the Eric voice. This new method provides a considerable improvement over the old Balaboka method from before I got the Eric voice back on Rapper offline. These are leftovers from my mom made that bag of P.F. Chang's drunken noodles. She wasn't planning on doing it initially because both she and I had been thinking that Dad would pick me up for a sleepover today, considering how tomorrow he's off work. But then I called Dad around 6 p.m. right at around the time Mom was kind of getting ready to go to BTB's. And it was around that time I asked if Dad was picking me up today, and he said that he wasn't. And so Mom ended up making me these P.F. Chang's drunken noodles at around somewhere between 6:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. Throughout the day, I worked to upload my dinner video that was part of the backlog. And it was minutes away from finishing processing when I suddenly remembered that I forgot to put in the sticker to hide another player of this game's username. So I deleted the upload and then made a new YouCut draft of that video to put a giant pumpkin sticker over for about 2.8 seconds. Excuse me, on the middle of the screen. I resized the pumpkin sticker to be giant, so I don't think that my dinner video I did some days earlier uploaded today until about 9 p.m. To make sure I didn't repeat the same random color, I put the different color Sharpies onto my sort of nightstand table that's right next to my bed in the bedroom. And then when that space ran out, I initially put them within the border, the bed border around my mattress, and then I moved the markers there onto the floor. Again, I've made it most of the way for that length of the styrofoam. It's all part of efforts to try to clean my room up of all the blank styrofoam pieces, because I've got feelings that I've got to make some more styrofoam drawings to use as prop characters. It's in the 99th Dan Hammy episode. I'm currently trying to decide ultimately what music to use for the hospital scene. But ultimately I'm in the process of determining ultimately how I want to set it up in a sort of way. Excuse me, I'm currently starting it so that Dan Hammy asks the doctor regarding the condition of Michael and the Uber driver, the two victims in the sort of violent robbery that happened to them. But ultimately there's some more things to work on. I found two old styrofoams that I believe are years old. I took them up to my room. This being the entrance to the basement. And for each of them I spent a minute or two removing little cobwebs and bits of dirt, fuzz, those sort of things, so that the picture I took of them would be purely just the styrofoam drawing I did. Yeah, there was some point today, I think it was in the afternoon, that I asked my mom about if she had any blue pens. Then maybe another point some hours later, because I need blue pens in order to finish an old unfinished styrofoam drawing that I started back in 2018, because that was the Blue Wave 2018 one. Excuse me. In Stronghold Kingdoms, I happen to discover those little achievements they have for doing various tasks over and over again. There's a tier that goes beyond Diamond, and I'm happy to hear that. It gives me all these different tiers helps to ensure I'm always able to make progress towards something by doing the things I do frequently in the game these days. And I'm currently for my research, currently focusing on things to improve my military capabilities. I'm currently researching something that will increase the hit points of my archers, which is my primary unit by far within my armies. And the previous research was to improve my castle keep. For each castle within my 2 towns, making for a total of 2 castles. For the first time in quite a while, I'm thinking of updating my Skyrim mod list, even though to this day I haven't played Skyrim despite owning the game for so long. Possibly because I was distracted by Dan Hamming's series in Games on Congregate. And there were videos on YouTube. And that made me feel for Jim basically being from Darman parody channels.